Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks. I'm here to talk Survivor 47. This is part one of the 2 week finale. Make sure you like and subscribe here, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all of your Survivor coverage, all of your reality TV news, all of your competition reality coverage. We have the Traders coming up, Traders UK and Traders US coming in January. So really hope that you guys would join us for that. This has been a good season of Survivor. This has definitely been, without a doubt, the best season of the new era. We have had the best casting. We've had some of the best blindsides, some really good strategy, some throwbacks to old players, I thought, in some of the gameplay aspects, kind of talking about Rachel hiding and doing a little bit of sleuth work that we've seen happen in the past with players like Tony. But look, the whole theme to me of this part one of the finale, and really for a lot of the season, has been Rachel versus Genevieve. Without a doubt, the best two players, I think, this season. And don't worry, if you don't have that opinion, they have that opinion, and that's come into play. They've made sure that they gave each other a lot of props in front of the tribe, and the rest of the tribe not really feeling the love. And I think that could come into play next week. It already came into play tonight. Two tribal councils. We are now down to four players. Full spoilers here, everyone. I'm going to start with the reaction of the eliminated players. We had, like I said, it was coming down to Rachel or Genevieve as the best players. They made the Harry Potter reference. One, neither can live while the other survives. They were rivals. They were frenemies. And score one, and the victory ultimately in that rivalry going to Rachel. Genevieve being the second elimination of the night, the second tribal council. The writing was on the wall when she got ratted out, just like Wormtongue ratted out the Potters. Sam ratted out Genevieve, was the only one who knew that her idol was fake. And post the idea of hearing Rachel and Genevieve talk about how they would be any of the other three, it's kind of like, why keep them around? And hey, think it was a great play. You were not going to beat Genevieve. You were not going to beat Rachel. The only chance that any of those three of the tier two players have are to have both of them out before the finale. So again, Genevieve did her part in part one of the episode, won the first immunity challenge and kept herself out, which allowed Rachel's blindside with her immunity idol to take out Andy. And we will talk about Andy here in a minute. But obviously, Rachel kind of held serve, won her immunity idol in the second part of the episode, meaning that there was no way she could be sent home. She was the obvious target for the rest of the tribe. And that combination with everyone now knowing that Genevieve's idol was fake kind of sealed her fate. Shout out to Genevieve. I love Genevieve as a player. I picked her in my preseason blind pick, but it got me pretty far. Really has me thinking about next week. I mean, Rachel has to win the immunity challenge, right? Rachel is not, she's going to fire if she does not, right? She has to earn her way in. They are not going to let her in. They are going to do everything in their power to make sure she has to jump through every hoop because, for all intents and purposes, she will win this show if she gets to the final three, right? And so next week, the first half is must watch television, obviously, to see, because I think whatever happens in that first half in that immunity challenge really is going to, it's going to relay the pathway to fire being, fire to win or to get nothing is crazy for Rachel. And she could face that next week. I mentioned Andy. What a super dumb idiot. What a super dumb idiot. He made a great move last week with Operation Italy. He was so convinced that Rachel didn't have anything, that Rachel was going home, as he was jury managing her, telling her all the good things he's done, and gave her just enough of an eyebrow to go, maybe I just don't want to take my chances of being with this guy in the final three. That dope was out. It was a little bit of a moment of levity, I thought. That guy, that guy was just enough. He redeemed himself a little bit. Had, if Jeff said at the beginning of the episode, one of the most disastrous starts and a very disastrous finish. and really enjoyed the first half of the finale. Brian and I will be back next week for the 2 hour season finale of Survivor 47. Like I mentioned, if you're into competition reality shows, we got you covered really on everything and anything. I mentioned the traders, UK and US coming back in January. We will also obviously have Survivor 48 in February once it returns. Make sure you like, subscribe here and on TikTok and Instagram. That's where you're going to catch all the rest of our content that's not on YouTube. But until next time, for myself, Brian, everyone at the reality, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace.